Good morning from Virginia. Europe's double-winning Solheim Cup captain Catriona Matthew alongside me here. The second of Europe's practice groups just heading out for their 9 holes this morning. They're playing the front 9. We've seen Alban Valenzuela, one of the 2 rookies this year, with Celine Boutte. We think that might be a pairing for tomorrow. Anna Nordqvist and Madeline Sagström in that 4-ball as well. Beanie, if you're in Suzanne Pettersson's shoes, what are you thinking today? Is it a final bit of fine-tuning, or is your plan already firmly in place?
I think Suzanne's probably got her plan firmly in place now. She's seen the players, for the last couple of days practicing. She sees how they're all playing. I would imagine she's sending them out today with probably someone they're going to be playing with tomorrow, and she's got to try and go out strong tomorrow. Yeah,
and we've seen the last couple of days, as we saw in Spain last year, the buggies have been heading down the fairways with the music playing. The girls have got smiles on their faces. They've been dancing. They've been very relaxed. It's a bit more game faces on. I'm told for the first sort of 3 or 4 holes this morning, it's very much sort of match simulation and no music playing, and very much sort of get in game mode.
Yeah, I think you need that. I think, obviously you want to try and keep them relaxed during the week, but, they've had their bit of fun, and now they'll just be itching to get out there and go. They've been here for 3 or 4 days now, more practice than they probably normally do for a normal tournament, and they're just wanting to get that opening ceremony done and get on that first tee tomorrow. So, I think definitely we're seeing them a little bit more focused today.
Both teams are playing the front 9 this morning. They've played the entire course once, but interesting, they'll have seen the front 9 twice and the back 9 just the once. Now, viewers will be thinking, well, hang on, matches are won and lost in the back 9. Why haven't they played that more often? But maybe there's some strategy in terms of getting off to fast starts.
Yeah, absolutely. I think statistically it's now, if you get off to a fast start, I remember Paul McGinley telling me that if you win the first hole, you're like 70% more likely to win your match. So, and you want to get off to a fast start. Europe to try and quieten the crowd and kind of get the Americans perhaps a little bit jittery, and the Americans want to get off to a fast start and get the crowd into it.
Yeah, and that opening session, we always say, is so crucial. That theory was kind of thrown out the window 12 months ago because it was 4-0 to the US, and we know what happened after that. But I get the impression this year it actually really is vital for both sides.
I think it is. Historically, Europe have been better in the foursomes. Last year was kind of a little bit of an anomaly, to lose 4-0. But, I think it's going to be quite a crucial first kind of outing for them all. Some of the rookies, hopefully get them out. But both teams, like every team, that you're always wanting to get off to a fast start and kind of get some points on the board.
I remember thinking last year in Spain, and it's only sort of been intensified this thought this year, that you could not have 2 more contrasting characters as captains. Suzanne obviously is very loud and bullish and in your face and an extrovert, and Stacey by comparison is very introverted and calm and measured. I dare say it reminds me a bit more of a sort of Catriona Matthew style of leadership, and there isn't one right or wrong way of doing it. As we saw last year, it ended in a 14-hole tie, but they're so different.
Yeah, they are very different. Suzanne, I think she perhaps last year tried to captain not in her character, so I think this year she's gone out and she's very much just going to be more like herself and be herself more, with the players. And Stacey, you have to just be yourself. You can't try and be someone different when you're caddying. Stacey probably a little bit more like me, more kind of methodical and just kind of quietly getting it done. But I think, as you say, there's no right way to captain, and Suzanne looks like she's got her team ready and all look like they're having fun and ready to go. And
there's probably no right or wrong way to do your pairings either, and we know that Stacey leans so heavily on the data. She's got her team of statisticians who she trusts implicitly. Suzanne kind of does it all on sort of gut instinct, on vibes. What way around were you, or were you sort of a bit of both?
I was definitely more kind of gut instinct. I'd look at a few stats and things just to get an idea, but I think it's the personalities rather than the actual golf games of the players. I think it's more the personalities. The players have to feel relaxed on the golf course. They've got to feel comfortable playing with the person they're playing with, especially in foursomes, where it's, you're hitting alternate shots. You can't be worried about what your partner's going to think. Oh, I've hit a bad shot. They're going to be mad at me. So I think definitely in the foursomes it's got to be personalities that you match up more.
Yeah, and we've been trying to sort of second guess what she's going to do by seeing the groups that are going out this morning. We saw Charlie Hull and Esther Henselite in the first 4-ball to head off. We think that could be a potential one as well, and we think, as we were saying, Celine and Alban, maybe we're being overly simplistic, 2 French speakers, but maybe that's a pairing as well.
Yeah, I think that's looking like it. Charlie and Esther, Charlie probably our top player coming in here, and Esther, off the the silver
informed
medal,
player.
most informed player. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that perhaps going out first. And Celine and Albion, as you said, both speak French. Nice to be able to go out there and speak French to each other. The Americans won't know what they're saying probably. Yeah. So that kind of can niggle them a little bit. And good to get the rookies out, I think.
Yeah.
You've been here all week, you're pent up, you're ready to go. I think to wait another and watch a whole session before you get out would be tough.
Just finally, I have to ask you about, we love a little bit of needle when it comes to the Solheim Cup. It wouldn't be the Solheim Cup without a little bit of controversy, and we've had house skate this year. So the US got the first choice, they went for the bigger of the two houses, but it's kind of tucked around the corner from the range, whereas the smaller European house backs onto the range. They've got the driving bays open, they've got the music playing, they're all sitting in their deck chairs outside. The Americans have to walk past them to get to their end of the range, and they're not too happy about it.
No, I think dare we say, might that be a slight mistake from Stacey picking that house? Maybe she's regretting that. I think the Europeans have put a kind of makeshift gym into some of the bays, which the Americans are a little jealous of. So maybe one up on the houses to the Euros. Yeah,
there you go. One up after house skate to the Europeans. We've got the final four just coming up to the tee box any time now, and we're going to be trying to second guess what pairings we're going to see a little bit later on. We've got not too long to wait now to see what captains Lewis and Pedersen go with.